Hey y'all, Carol Norby here. You're at my Stampin' Carol Lots of Crafty Goodness page, or you're on my YouTube channel. It's hot and muggy. Oh my gosh. And it's starting to rain outside, but we need it. Our little piece of desert is green. It is so wonderful. The bunnies are happy. In fact, yesterday, even the horned toad, we seen a huge horned toad. I haven't seen one that big in ages. He better watch out for the roadrunners because they love them. So anyway, today I am playing with a card. It's called a Pinwheel Tower. At least that's what the lady called it where I seen it on Pinterest. And I go, well, that's different. And it turned out to be a lot easier than I thought, but it can get a little complicated in the assembly if you don't do it a certain way. So I will have some picture tutorials tomorrow on my website, stampincarol.com, but they really can't help you very good. You really need to watch this video. So anyway, I will flip the phone over and we'll get started. Hang on. Hopefully the internet will be nice. Okay, there we are. Get this situated. This is my card, and you're going, well, what is different about that? Pinwheel. Isn't that clever? That was clever. So what I did, you can, and it folds into, let me grab an envelope. It fits into your standard invitation envelope. So I have not tried it, but according to the size, there it goes. So you don't have to worry about that. If you fold it wrong, see this side sticks out and you flip it over this side, those have to be in the middle. If you try to put it in like this, you can see them extend. That will not fit. You have to be very careful about how you do this. So this is what I've done. There's my, isn't that cool? So I'm going to show you a little close-up of these. So I used a fun stamp set that I got at the Paper Collage 2 years ago. It is this one. What did she call that? I don't remember. Baby, it's hot outside, something to that effect. Melting snowman, that could be it. I have no idea. Anyway, I use this for everything but my words. So I stamped my cactus. Look at my snowman. Can you see the sparkle on them? I used some lace stickles and red stickles. Here's another cacti. And then let it snow. This came from an old stamp set from Spellbinders, a fun stamper's journey, and then stickles. And all the dies to make the ovals and the rectangle pierced are from Spellbinders. So I will get oh, and then did you see the paper is also from the Paper Collage? She designed this. I have it in blue, red, green, and I think white. I can't remember. And then I actually used, can you see the embossing? A Doris embossing folder of cactus. So that was really cool. So we'll get started. So you start off with a piece of card. This is 5.5 by 4 7/8. You're going to score at 1/2, at half, not 1.5, at half, 1 1/4, and that's all from this side. So going in half, 1 1/4, 2, 2 3/4. So you got to really watch this. And then we start the scoring. So I'm going to flip it over because you fold away from your score. So I'm going to start here. Fold that. You really need to get your creases in there. It's very, very important. Use a good quality paper that does not crack. Okay, so here's the next one. So I got to stand up to do what I do. I can't do this sitting down. No, sir. So get that well scored. One more. And you're probably thinking, how does that work? Okay. So there's my scores. So I'm going to fold this down. I got to remember how it worked. Ooh, thunder. Yes. Okay. I'm going to add glue to this piece, the first little fold area. So I'm using a good quality glue. I like my Journey Craft glue. You get that glued, you're going to fold this over to the next score line. So you're going to have one score in between. Can you see? So we're going to get that down good. Let it set. Oh, it's dark outside. Oh my. Okay, so this makes your first piece. So check your scores. Make sure it stays down. Now it starts getting a little touchy. So I'm missing one. That's funny. I cut 3 of these, more bases. I'm going to have to probably cut another one real quick because I don't know. I had them all sitting here and I've done a bunch of work this morning and it has disappeared. So this is 5.5 by 2 1/8. So let me go grab my paper. Okay. Can't imagine where that would have gone. I didn't stick it back in here. Nope. Okay. This won't take but a moment to cut. That's funny. It was here while it probably got caught up with some other stuff. So that is that 5.5 and 2 1/8. This is funny. This is funny. 2 and 1. That's not cut straight. Let me cut it a little straighter. Okay. 2 1/8. Okay. Love my little Fiskars trimmer. If you follow my blog at all, or get down to the bottom of my blog when you're reading a post, I do have links to individual products through my affiliate links, and you will see that on there. And there's a little rough edge, so just get that off. I use sanding blocks. I really like my sanding blocks. Okay, so now I got to sit down to do the next. Okay, this is where it gets touchy. I'm going to add glue right here. So get my glue. I want enough to hold, but not enough to squirt out of the way. Okay, I'm going to lay this piece right up against that edge. Make sure it's nice and snug. So it's sitting, you see that? I'm setting it right on top that other piece. Nice and snug, fold it over. Get a good seal. Good seal. You see that? Very cool. I'm going to do it on this piece. I got that one ready. Now I did have an issue with sometimes it was wanting to slide under that just a little bit, so you have to watch that. Wanted to slide under that edge. So get that right up against there. This is where it gets tricky because you have to fold the whole thing over, see? So this I had to do a lot of this by hand because it does not work otherwise. I want to make sure make sure it's where it's supposed to be. Okay. That is tricky. I'll tell you, that is tricky. This is the hardest part of the whole card, is getting flaps 2 and 3 glued down. So I'm still good. Everything looks good. Okay, final flap right there. Okay, so I'm going to add glue on this piece. One thing nice about the rain, it sure cools things down. Okay, I'm going to get that right up against there like it's supposed to be. Get everything up in there. I can see I'm a little bit off in my measurements. Make sure that's in there right. Looks good. Okay, get that down. Now, even my first card, I had a little bit of overlap here. You know, I used that same trimmer and trimmed it down just enough. I did this with my last card. It was just off, just a hint. So, there is my base. Isn't that cool? So I'll grab my trimmer back, kind of set it off to the side here. Find that edge that was just a little off, and I will trim it ever so slightly. Make sure it fits. Nice and even edge. Top one's the same way. Okay. That happens because of all that folding and assembling. It's not, sometimes it gets to be a little off. Okay. There's my piece. There we go. There's your base for your card. Whoa, I about missed my chair. So then you're going to decorate. So you're going to need 4 pieces of paper to cover this, or whatever. You can use the same print like I did. I used the same one for those flaps and the same one for this one. So these are, since this is 5.5, that's a little under right now. So you're going to measure and come down either 1/8 of an inch from this measurement or 1/4, whichever you want. And then this is like 2 1/8, so you're going to come down to 2, you know, minus 1/8 of an inch or minus 1/4, whatever you want. And then with these edges, again, the same measurement as that, and the width here, this is now 1 1/2. So you're going to come down 1/8 of an inch or 1/4, whichever you want. So when you get this assembled, then you got to decide, do you want it to stick out like this? And you can, as long as you only do it on opposite sides. Only on opposite sides. So I decided I wanted it to stick out on that side, so the opposite side sticks out. About the same, not quite. And then decorate that. So it's really, once you get past getting this assembled, then it gets easy, real easy. So I'm going to try to put some pictures on my blog tomorrow, but I know that it won't work really good to show you how to glue these flaps on. It just doesn't work that way. So I hope you try this. This turned out to be real easy otherwise. But if you use a liquid glue, you have a little wiggle room time to get them in there. You see, I had put it on and then opened it up to make sure that it was right, because I had one of these. This piece had slid under, underneath back there, so that works. So anyway, I'm going to flip you back over. So that was it. So did you see my pencil case today? I posted my pencil case on my blog and here on Facebook. I finally got it. It took 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to get it from Amazon. My friend Anna had one at our play day a month ago, and it was so cool. Or maybe it was class. So anyway, it was so cool. So I counted all my pencils. I had 150 Prismacolor pencils. I had 48 watercolor pencils, and I have another 48 really good quality colored pencils, and they all fit. You cannot get another pencil in that case. Well, what I like is I can take them all with me, because sometimes when I'm at a crop or a retreat or a play day, I never know how I want to color. I can color different ways. So this is so cool. So they're all together in one spot. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Come back again. Now, no video next week because I have a class a week from Friday. So I will be doing a Friday video after class of my class projects, because I have a lot of gals that can't come next Friday, a week from Friday, and they want kits. So I have already got 1.5 kits prepped already this morning. I'll work on the others. So you all have a great day. Come back again. And I hope you get some good moisture where you're at if you need it, or some cooler temperatures. Catch y'all later. God bless you. Bye-bye.